Here we are in my Aqaba bathroom. This item that is covered here is a washer, and it's unplugged, so I need to plug it in, move it out a little bit and get the plug up there. And now, see here this plug? I put it in this adapter. You see this adapter? That's the adapter. That's what an adapter looks like here. It's a universal adapter. And I'm going to plug this in. Now, the Arabs are very smart. They don't keep everything on all the time. This is already on, but I can shut the electric off to this module here, or to this outlet. Now I'm going to turn this on, and in fact, they do this with the water heaters, which I will show you sometime later. But for right now, I'm going to just uncover this washer. This is what the washer looks like. So as you can see, I've moved this out from the wall a little bit. Let me show you here what I've got. I have a timer. That's a 15-minute timer. I have wash cycles, normal and gentle. I have an inlet for the water. I have a wash and rinse cycle and a drain. And this is the spin timer. I'm going to show you how to use all of this. First, what needs to be done is I need to open the washing side. Let me show you the washing side. So I'm going to take this lid off and lay it in the sink. This is the wash tub here. I know you can see my shadow down in there. And you'll see that those paddles don't look very deep. It's not the same as a washer and dryer in the US, but this is the washing side. And now let me show you the spin side. So we have the spinner here, and when we get finished with washing and rinsing, we put our clothes down in here to spin them dry. So now I have a little problem, because this sprayer is how I fill up this washer. First off, the selection here needs to be wash, rinse, and not drain. Because if it's drain, then when I put this water in here, it's just going to drain it out. So I want to make sure that this motor is set to washing and rinsing. And now I can put in my water. I don't use this inlet because I just don't. For no particular reason except that I haven't fixed a hose to it and done all the stuff that needs to be done. I could do that, but I haven't done it yet. Maybe one of the men in the community will do that, but for now, I fill it with this hose in the bathroom. I don't stand there that whole time and fill that by hand. I have put a pink rubber hairband thing around that lever, and so it holds this lever down, and then I can just lay this hose down in there and let it get full of water. Okay, so I've got quite a bit of water down in there. Sure, making me nervous having my phone over this water, but anyway, I got quite a bit of water in there. I am going to go ahead, and here's my clothes laying in my sink, so I'm just going to take them piece by piece and put them in and figure out if there's enough water in there, because it doesn't have an automatic stop to it. I have to figure this out on my own. So I'm just putting my clothes down in there And there you go. See if that, okay, that's going to be a pretty good size load for this tub. And depending upon how much water I determine I need, I will either stop filling, or, sorry, I had to bend down, or I will continue filling. So how do I determine that? Well, I push this down and I see how much room there is. Now if I move this load around a little bit, I can determine that. It's kind of hard to do all this one-handed while I'm holding the phone, but anyway, so I probably need a little bit more water in there, because when I push down, I'm right on the bottom. I want to have plenty of water so that there's enough space for the laundry to separate as those little flapper things in the bottom move around. You'll see in a minute that as this thing spins back and forth, it can tangle up the clothes. But I have figured out that if I have enough water in here, the clothes don't get quite as tangled. So let me see if that's better. Yeah, that's getting better. So that might be good enough, actually. This method of doing laundry requires you to be intimate with the process. So let me show you what I do. I just take off that hairband. I stop the input of the water. I hang that up there. And now I am going to set this. Okay, here we go. All right, here we go. See it? Okay, it's going to go back the other way. And you can already see the water getting dark. So now I'm just going to let this go so that those clothes can get washed, and it'll take about 15 minutes. Okay, now we can see that the timer has gotten all the way up to 0, so this has been going for nearly 15 minutes, and you can see how there's just a little bit of suds there, just enough so that when I have to do this, I'm not going to have to deal with suds in here or in my rinse cycle, because I have to spin the clothes in here and put them back in here with fresh water in order to rinse them. So let me show you how that goes. So I reach down, I grab a piece of laundry. That looks like a long sleeve shirt. And I put it in here and try to center it in there, get some more. And you can see how this thing tangles up the laundry, as I said. So let me grab something that looks like it's not tangled. That's a sock and a shirt. Put those down in there and see if I can figure out how to get some of this untangled. A sock just went down in there. Yeah, this is what I said. You with this washer, you get a little bit more intimate with the washing process. But you know, I will tell you that the laundry gets done more quickly doing this than it did with the automatic washer in the States. Anyway, I know I was holding the camera offside a little bit because I just didn't seem to want to stay where my hands were. I can't hold the phone, pull the clothes, and see what it's recording all at the same time. Okay, that's probably enough clothes down in there. So I'm going to close this, and I'm going to close the top lid. And then I'm going to set this spin timer. So I'll just turn it all the way around. See, now it's very nicely spinning. And I'm just going to let this spin timer go down maybe a minute or so. Just enough to get most of the soapy water out. And I'll continue doing this entire load, and then I'll show you how we do the rinse. Now, while all this spinning is going on over here, I am draining this water out over here. See, I've got the drain, the wash, rinse, or drain selector set to drain. And so we got some dirty water down in there, and it's draining out. Alright, so now I am filling up this tub with fresh water, and I'm going to put in some fabric softener. Then I will put the clothes in and let them be timed about probably between 6 and 9 minutes for the rinse. Here I am with the water filling into the rinse cycle now. All the clothes are back in there. I'm waiting for the water level to get high enough to really rinse out these clothes. There is fabric softener down in there. And then I will take you to the place where I do my laundry drying. Here is where I dry my clothes. Actually, somebody was helping me in the garden, and he moved my drying rack to this side. Normally, the drying rack is sitting right there, so I'm going to move it over there. And here I am moving the drying rack to the side where I dry my clothes. There's my dryer. It's nice and breezy here, as you can see from the bougainvilleas that are moving around, and the trees. See how the trees and everything are moving. So I have nice breeze here. It's nice and warm. Clothes dry on this rack in just a couple of hours. In fact, they're usually done before I'm ready to fold them. So, like I said, in the States it would sometimes take me all day to do the laundry. I don't know why that is with an automatic washer and an automatic dryer. But here, I just get it done, bring it out here, hang it up. Then when it's dry, take it in, and voila, less time and probably less hassle.